Hi, my name is Angela Gilpin, and I am here to do a flip through of my beautiful Art Journal Avenue travel journal from the Mexican Riviera. So we start with the first page, and I just immortalized the ship, did a quick cross stitch, and this trip was in Mexico from the 22nd of October to the 5th of November. Page 2 was just my boarding passes and my itinerary, and I took this trip with my sister JoAnn. I did a quick map of where we were traveling, and of course all the things that I packed came on a fold out because I had too much, and then the things I forgot to pack and I should have left at home. The first couple pages, I really wanted to get my first impressions and expectations. So that's what these 2 pages are. Ducks, of course, you find all over the cruises. And then this is the restaurants that we visited. And I did a flip out with some watercolor pictures. And these are the bars that we visited while we were on the cruise. This is our room. It was beautiful, sweet, and along with the room key. And then our first drinks on the cruise. This is the Puerto Vallarta pages. We did a dolphin adventure and got to swim with the dolphins. And then just highlighted some of the things that we saw in Puerto Vallarta. Our next stop was Mazatlán. And in Mazatlán, I spent some money on jewelry. So I had to show that. But then I also had an opportunity to visit the cathedral with its number of statues and then beautiful cliff divers. So I got a little cliff diver on that one. And then we moved on to Cabo San Lucas, where we took a trip in a glass bottom ship or boat. So we got a chance to see the arches and the fishes. And then for every trip, my husband always gives me a little what we call spendoolies, something to spend on the trip, and I took an opportunity to make a quick envelope to fix those in the book, and then some of the nature finds that we saw along the way. And of course, you have to keep track of your vacation weather. And one of the recommendations Teresa made was to pick a favorite color before you left on the trip. And I picked a shade, any shade of orange. And so it was like a scavenger hunt for my sister and I as we were traveling to be able to find things that showed us the orange. Here's some simple final thoughts of why did I take this trip? Did I learn a life lesson? How is it turning out? And what would I change on the next cruise, which I already have planned? And Norwegian Bliss, this was just our ticket to get onto the ship. And then I am a military veteran, retired after 22 years. And Norwegian did this beautiful challenge coin, patch, and a pin that you could wear while you were on the ship. The last page is people we met while we were on board, from bartenders to drinking buddies to fellow artisans, artists that we saw, or to our tour guides. And then any great thoughts I had on future trips, and then, of course, the end on to the next adventure.